Fine. Good evening, guys. All are getting my screen and voice. Please confirm in chat box. I will start our session. Guys, please respond in chat box. Is my voice is audible and screen is visible?
Yes.
Fine. Thanks, guys. Thanks for confirmation. So here, most of the people are completed AWS, guys. So now from today onwards, we are going to start our discussion about the DevOps. Right? If anybody is not attended for the AWS sessions, from today only at 7:30 AWS also is started. Right? If anybody is not attended, right? If anybody wants to attend for AWS, you guys can attend in that batch, guys. Parallelly, you guys can do both. And for both, I'm only the trainer. I can take care, guys. I can take care easily. You guys can attend both the sessions parallelly, guys. You can understand, guys. Not a problem. I will take care. I will take care of everything. Okay. So coming to DevOps, guys. Coming to DevOps. What is this DevOps, guys? Anyone have any idea? What is DevOps? What is DevOps? Is it technology? Is it tool? Is any framework? No, guys. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is not a framework. Then what is this? Then what is this, guys? DevOps is a culture. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a set of practices. By using this DevOps culture, by using this DevOps practices, what we can do? By using this DevOps culture, we can automate the deployment and delivery process. By using this DevOps culture, we are going to automate the deployment and delivery process. Before DevOps, this is the manual process, guys. If you want to deploy the project manually and if you want to deliver that project to client, it will take lot of time, guys. Lot of efforts are required to do manually, guys. To avoid that manual process, DevOps came into the picture. By using this DevOps, what we are doing, right? We are reducing the manual interactions, guys. We are making everything automate. Once developers are upload the code into the GitHub repository, whatever the next things are there, we are going to automate all those things by using this DevOps culture. If you don't have this DevOps, it is the complete manual process. It will take lot of time and it will delay the delivery also, guys. It will impact on the delivery process also. Right. Next, guys, whenever we are going to work with this DevOps culture, with this DevOps culture, right here, development team and operations team both will work collaboratively, guys. Both will work together, guys. Both will work collaboratively. Right. If you go with the manual process, there is no proper communication between the development team and operations team, guys. Once development activity is completed, then only our operations activity will start. Then only DevOps team will come into the picture, guys. Okay, fine, guys. Right. So it is a process. It is a methodology. It is a culture, guys. It is a set of practices, guys. Okay. Fine, guys. So now, if you want to become a DevOps engineer, what tools you want to learn? What tools you want to learn to become a DevOps engineer? And in our sessions, we are going to discuss around 15 plus tools, guys. We are going to discuss 15 tools, guys. If you guys are clear about all these tools, then you guys can work as a DevOps engineer. What tools we are going to learn? What tools we are going to learn, guys? You should learn build tool, guys. Build tool you should learn. Next, you should learn repository tool, guys. Repository tool also you should learn. You should learn code review tool also, guys. Code review tool. Code review tools. Next, you should learn about code deployment tools, guys. Code deployment tools. Next, we will discuss about infrastructure setup tools. Infrastructure setup tools. Next, configuration management tools. Configuration management tool. configuration management tool. Next, we need to talk about containerization tools. Containerization tool. Next, we should talk about orchestration tools. Next, we should talk about monitoring tools. We need to discuss. Next, we need to discuss about project management tool. Next, we need to talk about some servers, guys. Here, web server, we are going to discuss about the web servers. Next, we will talk about repositories, guys. Repository. All these things we need to learn, guys. If you want to become a DevOps engineer, you should have idea on all these tools, guys. You should have idea on all these tools. Build tool, repository tool, code review tools, code deployment tools, infrastructure setup tools, configuration management tools, containerization tools, orchestration tools, monitoring tools, project management tools, web servers, and repository. All these things you should know. Then only you can become as a DevOps engineer. If you want to become perfect DevOps engineer, you should know all these things, guys. Right. Okay. As a build tools, we have so many build tools are available in the market. We have so many build tools are available. What build tools are available? Right. In our sessions, what we are going to discuss? We are not going to discuss all the build tools, guys. We are not going to discuss all the build tools. Right. Here, as a build tool, we can discuss Ant. Right. And we can discuss Enant. Next we have Maven. Maven is available. Next we have Gradle is available. So these are the different build tools we have, guys. And Enant, these are outdated. Currently no one is using these tools, guys. And Enant, these are the outdated tools, guys. Earlier people used to work with these tools, but now no one is using these tools. These are outdated tools, guys. Then what people are using now? People are using to work with Maven or Gradle. Guys. These two tools people are using nowadays, guys. Maven is the most popular one, guys. Maven compare with Gradle, Maven is very popular one, guys. Most of the companies will use to work with Maven as build tool. Maven only as build tools, guys. In our sessions, we are going to discuss about the Maven only. In our sessions, we are going to talk about Maven, guys. See, guys. At what build tools are available? Ant is available, Enant is available, Maven is available, Gradle is available. Out of these tools, Ant and Enant are outdated. Currently, people are using to work with Maven and Gradle. In our sessions, we are going to discuss Maven, guys. Next, guys, as a repository tools, what we are going to learn? Guys? We have several repository tools are available in the market. What tools are available? SVN is available. Next we have GitHub is available. Next we have Bitbucket also available. So like this, we have several repository tools are available in the market. And SVN is outdated. No one is using SVN, guys. Earlier people used to work with SVN. Nowadays people are not using SVN. Then what they are using? What we are using in the companies? Right, nowadays people are using to work with GitHub or Bitbucket. Guys. If you know one thing how to work, second one is easy. Same process, guys. There is no difference. Same process. Right. In our sessions, we are going to discuss GitHub as a repository tool. In our sessions, we are going to discuss GitHub as a repository tool, guys. Maven as a build tool, we are going to learn. GitHub as a repository tool, we are going to learn. Next, guys, coming to code review tools. What code review tools are available in the market? Guys? We have so many things are available. What we have? Next, here we have SonarQube. SonarQube is available. Next, SonarLint is available. SonarLint is available. Next, we have PMD. PMD also available, guys. PMD also one type of code review tool only. See, guys, SonarQube, SonarLint, PMD. Like this, several tools are available for code review. And in our sessions, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss SonarQube. Sonar Cube we are going to learn as a code review tool, guys. See guys, build tool, repository tools, code review tool. As a build tool, Maven we are going to learn. As a repository tool, GitHub we are going to learn. As a code review tool, Sonar Cube we are going to learn. Next, code deployment tools. This is very important tool. Deployment. We need to deploy the application. If you want to deploy the application in the server, you should know code deployment tools. You should know code deployment tool to deploy the application in the server, guys. Okay, what tools are available? Jenkins is available. Jenkins is available. Second one is udeploy is available. Udeploy, etc. Like this, we have code deployment tools also available. Right? Which one we are going to learn? We are going to understand Jenkins. Very important tool, guys. CI/CD pipeline creation. We are going to discuss what are the different stages are available in CI/CD, how to create the CI/CD pipeline. Everything we are going to discuss in detail. Guys, I'm not a DevOps engineer. I'm working as full stack, guys, end to end, from beginning, from delivery, every area I will involve, guys. I'm the developer also. So Maven, GitHub, Sonar, Jenkins, daily I will use in my project, guys. Daily I will use in my project. Suppose if you take a DevOps engineer, right, at the time of configuring these things, only one time they will use. But as a developer, daily I will use all these tools, guys. Daily I will use all these tools in my project. Okay, I can able to explain all these things with internals. With examples, I can able to discuss all these tools. Maven, GitHub, Sonar Cube, Jenkins. Jenkins is one of the very important tool in our DevOps, guys. The most important tool is Jenkins if you want to deploy the application in the servers. Okay, fine. Next one, guys, infrastructure setup tools. Infrastructure setup tool, guys. I want to set up the infrastructure. I want to create the EC2 instances in AWS. I want to create the VPC. I want to create the S3 bucket. How you will create the infrastructure as a code? Right, infrastructure we can create in two ways, guys. One is AWS management console is providing GUI. Through GUI you can able to create. Second approach is I don't want to use GUI. I want to write code to create the infrastructure. I want to write some code to create the infrastructure. Then you can go for this infrastructure setup tool, which is Terraform. Guys. We are going to discuss Terraform as the infrastructure as code. Infrastructure as a code tool, guys. In Terraform, we will write the code, guys. Guys, in AWS, we have CloudFormation is available. By using the CloudFormation, you can set up the infrastructure only in AWS cloud, guys. But if you know the Terraform, you can create the infrastructure in any cloud providers. At AWS you can use, Azure you can use, GCP you can use, anywhere you can use this Terraform. Some companies are expecting only Terraform also. Our students, guys, two to three people are there. They joined 1.5 years back in Capgemini. From 1.5 years, they are working only on Terraform, guys. Only on Terraform. They are writing the Terraform scripts only from past 1.5 years. They forget all remaining tools also. They never worked on Jenkins. They never worked on Docker. They never worked on Kubernetes, but they learned all. Right? From joining onwards till this time, they are working only with Terraform. Some companies are expecting like this also, guys. Terraform. Right? So we are going to discuss as infrastructure setup tool, guys. Right? So next tool, configuration management tool. Configuration management tool, guys. See, guys, I have 10 servers are available. Guys. Right. So in all 10 servers, if I want to connect one by one, and if I want to install the packages, if I want to install the softwares, it will take a lot of time. Right. Here I have 100 servers. In all the 100 servers, I want to install some softwares. If you want to do manually, it will take a lot of time. You need more people also. You need more system admin people also to do this activity. Instead of this, what we are going to do, we are going to use this configuration management tool. And by using this configuration management tool, we are going to connect all 100 missions remotely. All 100 missions remotely at a time. At a time, we are going to install the softwares in all the 100 missions, guys. And only one person is enough to do the configuration setup in all 100 servers. If you have this configuration management tool, from that system, you can able to configure the softwares in all 100 missions or 1000 missions also with single shot. Right? As a configuration management tool, we have several tools are available. Like Chef is available. Chef and Ansible, like this, some configuration tools are available. Here we are going to learn Ansible as a configuration management tool. In our sessions, we are going to understand Ansible as a configuration management tool, guys. Next, guys, the second important one in our course. First important one is Jenkins. Second important one in our course is containerization tool. As a containerization tool, we are going to learn Docker. As a containerization tool, we are going to learn Docker, guys. Docker is very important, guys. When you will use this Docker, when Docker will help, guys, if you want to deploy the application, if you want to manage the application in multiple environments, we will go with this containerization tool. If you want to deploy the application in only one environment, only in one mission, I want to deploy the application, then you no need to go with containerization tool and orchestration tools. Jenkins is enough to deploy the application in single mission. No, but in real time, I want to manage my application in multiple environments. In multiple servers, I want to deploy my application. Then you need to go for containerization tool. As a containerization tool, we are going to learn Docker. Here we are going to understand how to write the Docker files, custom Docker files. Based on our requirement, we need to write custom Docker files. From that Docker files, we need to create the Docker images. Those Docker images we need to store in the public registry. From that public registry, we need to pull the images and we need to start as a containers. All these things we are going to discuss at here. Docker is second important tool in our course. Right? Next tool is orchestration tools. Orchestration tool, guys. This is very important, guys. In our entire course, the most important tool is orchestration tool, and the most difficult tool also orchestration tool only. No problem. I'm at here. Right? I will inject point to point everything, guys. I have very much confidence on this orchestration tool. In other institutes, if you check with the people who are learning in other institutes, just to check with them, array, how many days, right, you spent on Kubernetes, right, in your institute. So how many days they provided the sessions on Kubernetes? They will tell hardly 4 days or 5 days. But here we are going to spend 15 days on this Kubernetes. We are going to spend 15 days on Kubernetes, guys. Kubernetes is very important. Not only for DevOps, either for developers or DevOps engineers, anybody. Kubernetes is the very important tool, guys. In our resume, if you don't keep this Kubernetes, it is very difficult to get the calls also. Kubernetes is very important, guys. I will provide in detail, in depth, guys. Right? So I'm very interested to teach Kubernetes, guys. Right? I will provide in detail, in depth this Kubernetes, guys. Okay? Right, guys. Docker and Kubernetes. Here in orchestration tools, we have Docker Swarm and Kubernetes also. Docker Swarm, Kubernetes. Right, guys, what is Docker Swarm? I will cover, guys. Docker Swarm I will cover, but I am not going to spend more time on the Docker Swarm. Why? Because in the industry, in real time, right, people won't used to work with Docker Swarm, guys. 99% of the people will used to work with Kubernetes only. Right? So why, guys? In Docker Swarm, we have some problems, some limitations. What limitations? Docker Swarm, we can't able to perform auto scaling. Auto scaling we can't able to do in the Docker Swarm. Load balancing, auto scaling, these are the manual activities, manual process in the Docker Swarm, guys. But we need automate. We need to automate these things, guys. In Kubernetes only we have this auto scaling and load balancing and all these things. That's why people are used to work with Kubernetes only. But Kubernetes is a little bit difficult, guys. More focus is required on Kubernetes, guys. right? Most of the questions will come on Kubernetes only. If they take 40 minutes or 50 minutes interview, at least 15 to 20 minutes they will spend on the Kubernetes only. Kubernetes is that much important tool, guys. If you want to deploy the application in production environment, we will go with this Kubernetes only. Okay, next, guys. Next, here we are going to learn, right, monitoring tools. I need to monitor the Kubernetes cluster. In my Kubernetes cluster, so many resources are I'm using. I want to monitor all those resources, how those resources are working, and how those resources are working. I want to see the logs. I want to monitor, guys. Then here we need to go for, right, monitoring tools, guys. What monitoring tools we are going to discuss? Prometheus. Prometheus we are going to discuss. Next, Grafana. These two tools talks about the cluster logs, guys. If you want to monitor the cluster, Kubernetes cluster logs, then we will go for Prometheus and Grafana. No, I want to monitor my application logs. My application also generating some logs. How the request is processing, request passed or failed. I want to see that logs. I want to monitor those logs. Then we can't able to use Prometheus and Grafana. We will use Prometheus and Grafana only for cluster logs. For application logs, we are going to discuss ELK. ELK stands for what? The combination of three open source products. ELK stands for the combination of three open source products. What three, guys? Elasticsearch, guys. Elasticsearch, right? Logstash. Right, next one is Kibana, guys. Right, the combination of these three open source tools, it is ELK. And by using this ELK, we can able to monitor the application logs, guys. By using Prometheus and Grafana, we can able to monitor the Kubernetes cluster logs, guys. Cluster logs. Next, guys, as a project management tool, we are going to discuss Jira. Guys, how work will be assigned to you, right? In Jira only they will put all the stories, guys. Jira, right? This is the tracker, guys. Project management tool is just a tracker, guys. Here we won't do anything, guys. Jira we are not going to do anything, right? Suppose in our team 10 members are there. All 10 members, some stories are assigned on all 10 members name, where they can check where stories are assigned, which story is assigned, guys. They will have one tracker, guys. But tracker is available, they will open in the tracker and they will search by using their ID, employee ID. They can able to see all the stories which are assigned on their names. This is just a tracker, guys. Here we are not going to practice anything, guys. Project management tool means don't feel here we need to practice something, we need to learn something, guys. Nothing, guys. It is just one tracker, guys, where stories will be logged. That is one management tracker, guys. Project management tracker. Okay, here we are not going to learn anything, just we need to check it, guys. Okay, and here web server. As a web server, we are going to discuss Tomcat, guys. We need to deploy the application in the server, so here we are going to discuss Tomcat as the web server at here. Next, repository, guys. See here, by using Maven, see, guys, earlier above I have written one repository tool, which is GitHub, guys. In the GitHub repository, we are going to store the source code. In the GitHub repository. Then what is this repository? Then? Guys, by using Maven, what we will do? We will clean the project and we will create a package, guys. In my project, I have hundreds of files. I can't able to carry all hundreds of files one by one. Then what I need to do? I need to bundle. I need to package. All the 100 files I need to package as a jar file or var file. Once you package it as a jar file or var file, I need to keep some location. That var file or jar file, I need to keep some location, that is called as this repository. That is this repository, right? Nexus we are going to discuss, guys. In the Nexus repository, we are going to store jar files or var files. Packages we are going to store. In GitHub repository, we are going to store the source code, guys. But in Nexus repository, we are going to store the packages. Var files and jar files we are going to store in Nexus repository. Very good. All these things we are going to discuss. See, guys, Maven we are going to discuss. This is the first one which we are going to discuss. Next we are going to discuss here GitHub. GitHub is the second tool we are going to learn. Next, SonarQube. Sonar Cube we are going to learn. At third, next here Jenkins we are going to learn. Jenkins we are going to learn. Fourth one. Next here we are going to learn Terraform. Terraform. At here fifth one. Next we are going to learn Ansible. Ansible we are going to learn. Right. Sixth one. Next here we are going to learn Docker. Docker we are going to learn. This is seventh one. Next we are going to learn Docker Swarm. Docker Swarm we are going to learn. This is eighth one. Right. Next we are going to learn Kubernetes. Kubernetes we are going to learn. This is ninth one. Next we are going to learn Prometheus. Prometheus. 10th one. Next we are going to learn Grafana. Grafana 11th one. Next we are going to learn ELK. ELK here. This is the 12th one. Next we are going to learn Jira. Jira. This is the 13th one. Next Tomcat. Tomcat we are going to discuss. 14th one. Next Nexus. Is the 15 tools we are going to learn in our course, guys. These 15 things we are going to learn in our course. Guys, what we need to learn, guys? Build tools, repository tools, code review tools, code deployment tools, infrastructure setup tools. Next here, configuration management tool, containerization tool, orchestration tool, monitoring tools, project management tool, servers, repositories. All these things we need to learn if you want to become as a DevOps engineer. If you want to become as a DevOps engineer, you should know all these tools, guys. Is it clear? Just have a look into these tools, guys. Just have a look into these ones. Right. Guys, tell me, what is DevOps, guys? DevOps is not a programming language. Programming language. Right? And it is not a framework. Framework. Right? And it is not a tool. Then what is this? DevOps is not a programming language, and it is not a framework, and it is not a tool. Then what is this? Then what is this, guys? It is a culture. It is a process. Right? DevOps is a culture. DevOps is a culture. It is a process. It is a process. Right? It is a set of practices. Set of DevOps practices. DevOps is a culture, it is a process, it is a set of practices. By using this DevOps culture, by using DevOps culture, we can automate deployment and delivery process. By using DevOps, we can deliver the project to client as quickly as possible. By using this DevOps culture, we can deliver the project to client, as quickly as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible, we can deliver the project to client. Right. With this DevOps culture, with this DevOps culture, with this DevOps culture, development team, development team and operations team will work will work collaboratively. Collaboratively will work both, guys. Collaboratively will work both. With the DevOps culture, development team and operations team will work collaboratively. Right? Did it, guys? DevOps is not a programming language and it is not a framework and it is not a tool. Then what is this? Just it is a process. Just it is a culture. It is a set of practices. By using this DevOps culture, we can automate deployment and delivery process. By using this DevOps, we can deliver the project to client as quickly as possible. With this DevOps culture, development team and operations team will work collaboratively. Right? In any project, in any project, we can see the below teams. Below teams, guys. What teams we can see? One is development team. One is development team. Second one is testing team. Testing team we can see. Third one is operations team. Operations team we can see. Right, operations team. What is the responsibility of the development team? Development team responsibility is development team responsible for developing the applications, and as per client requirements. As per client requirements, development team will develop the applications. Development team is responsible for developing the applications as per client requirements. Testing team, it will test the application, right? So as per client requirement, guys, as per client requirement, right, they will check, right, all the functionalities are. Testing team will test the application, right, whether all functionalities are working as client expectations or not, as per client requirement or not, as per client requirement or not. What testing team will do, guys? Testing team will test the application whether all functionalities are working as per client requirement or not. Next one is operations team, our DevOps team job. Operations team will responsible for deploying the application and deliver the application to client. Deliver the application to client, guys. Operations team will responsible for deploying the application and deliver the application to client, guys. If you go to any project, you can see all these three teams, guys: development team, testing team, operations team. What development team do? That as per client requirement, they will develop the applications by using some programming languages. Java, Python, .NET. Like by using some programming languages, they will develop the applications. What testing team will do? Once development is completed, testing team will test that application whether it is working as per client requirement or not. Next, operations team. Once developers are developing the code and they uploaded the code into the GitHub repository, operations team will come and take the code from the GitHub repository and they will deploy the application and deliver the application to client. See, guys, just have a look into these statements. Please go through these statements, guys. Guys, 1 minute, let me finish. Come to the Is it clear, guys? Fine, guys. Right? So these are the tools we are going to learn, guys. Approximately 15 tools we are learning. Right? 15 tools we are going to learn, guys. Very huge content, guys. Already told. Right? Kubernetes, I will explain in depth, guys. Right? I have very much confidence on Kubernetes. I can able to provide in-depth knowledge on Kubernetes. Why? Because Kubernetes is very important tool in our course. In our entire course, the most important and little bit difficult tool is Kubernetes only. More focus, more concentration is required on the Kubernetes. Okay, only for discussing Kubernetes, I am going to take 15 days. 15 days I am going to spend approximately, right, 25 to 30 hours I am going to spend, guys. Right, daily I will take 2-hour session once Kubernetes is started. Once Kubernetes is started, I will take daily 2 hours, guys. And if I take 2 hours, then I need to take at least 15 days. If I want to finish it in 15 days, I want to take 2 hours daily. Otherwise, only Kubernetes will go 1 month also. For morning batch, I'm teaching, guys. Morning batch at 7:30 batch, guys. At 7:30 batch. Most probably in next 2 to 3 days, the batch is going to finish. Kubernetes I am discussing from past 2 weeks, guys. Daily I am taking 7:30 it will start. Right, class will end at 9:40, 9:45 like that. Is it clear, guys? Course content wise, the duration for this DevOps, right, 2.5 months it will take, guys. 2.5 months it will take. If you guys attend parallelly at AWS and DevOps, oh sorry, you guys are finished, most of the people, right? Guys, I will try to finish quickly. I will take sessions, I told, right? I will take the sessions on Sundays also. We will spend more time on Sundays, guys, and we will try to finish within 2 months only. Within 2 months, we will try to finish it, guys. I am going to take the sessions on Sundays also for your batch. Sundays also I am going to take, guys. Already it got delayed, guys. In AWS it got delayed. That's why I am planning extra sessions for this DevOps, and I will try to finish as quickly as possible. But I am not going to miss a single thing also at here. And you guys can make a note all these things. Once the course is completed, you guys can ask. If anything I miss in these tools, you guys can ask. I'm not going to miss anything. I'm planning to take extra sessions, guys. I'm trying to finish. I'm going to finish quickly means I'm not going to skip anything. I'm planning to take some extra sessions on weekends. Is it clear? Okay. Anyone have any questions in this DevOps? All good? Fine, guys. And from tomorrow onwards, we will start our first tool, guys. Okay. But today I'm stopping. From tomorrow onwards, we will start our first tool. Thank you, guys. Good night. Already told, right, man? Second tool is a GitHub repository where we will upload the source code. Source code we will apply. Whatever the developers are writing, they will upload that code into the GitHub repository. But last one, Nexus repository, there we won't upload the source code, guys. We need to package the source code as a jar file or bar file. That packaged files we will store inside the Nexus repository. Inside the Nexus repository, we will keep our dependencies. Some dependencies we will store, and we will store our packages, guys. Not source code. In the GitHub repository, second one we will store the source code. But in last one, we are not going to store the source code. We are going to store the dependencies and var files and jar files, guys. Okay, fine. Is it clear, Chandu?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Fine, guys. Good night. Tomorrow we will start our first tool, Maven, guys. Thank you, guys. Good night.